Hello students, today we are going to study a lesson called Three Questions. It is written by Leo Tolstoy. So first of all we will have a look at the introduction of the author. Leo Tolstoy was born in 1829 in Moscow. He is considered as one of the greatest authors of all time. His novel War and Peace is among the best novels ever written. Tolstoy believed that novels are not only the source of entertainment, but it is a medium through which reform or changes can be brought into society. His works are a reflection of his ideology, which means whatever he believed is inculcating in his works, which means it is showing in his works. So before we proceed, I want all of you to answer these three questions and write it down somewhere. What is the right time to begin something? Which people should you listen to? And what is the most important thing for you to do? I want all of you to think about the answers of all these questions and write it down somewhere for your reference in future. So introduction of the chapter. The chapter 3 questions have exactly the same questions that you have answered right now. A king wants to know the answers of these exact three questions. He has announced that whosoever will give answers to these questions will be rewarded by him. But he doesn't get any satisfactory answer until he meets a hermit. Let's go and look into the chapter. What answers did he get initially, and why wasn't he satisfied with them, and what answers did satisfy him at last? Do you feel your answers would have got reward from the king? Let's see. So now we move on to the chapter. The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew three things. These three things were: what is the right time to begin something, which people should he listen to, and what is the most important thing for him to do. Which means एक राजा था, उसने सोचा कि वो कभी फेल नहीं होगा और अगर उसको ये तीन चीजें पता हो. वो तीन चीजें क्या क्या हैं? What is the right time to begin something, मतलब किसी चीज को शुरू करने के लिए सही समय कौन सा है. Which people should he listen to, उसे किन लोगों की एडवाइस लेनी चाहिए. एंड द थर्ड वन इज व्हाट इज द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट थिंग फॉर हिम टू डू, मतलब उसके लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट काम क्या है करने के लिए. द किंग therefore sent messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these three questions. तो उसने क्या किया, इन आंसर्स को जानने के लिए उसने मैसेंजर्स को भेजा पूरे किंगडम में कि वो जाएं और पता करें कि इन आंसर्स को कौन एग्जैक्टली उसको बता सकता है किंग को. ठीक है. Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. In reply to the first question, some said, the king must prepare a timetable and then follow it strictly. Only in this way, they said, could he do everything at its proper time. Others said that it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something. The king should notice that all that was going on, avoid foolish pleasures, and always do whatever seemed necessary at that time. Yet others said that the king needed a council of wise men who would help him act at the proper time. This was because one man would find it impossible to decide correctly, without help from others, the right time for every action. But then others said there were some things which could be urgent. These things could not wait for the decision of the council. In order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future, and only magicians could do that. The king, therefore, would have to go to the magicians. So, with respect to the first question, many people gave various advice. Like some said he should prepare a timetable, some said he should hire a council of wise men, and others said that he should hire a magician. So he should know beforehand what will happen in the future, and based on that he will make his decisions. So you see, multiple responses came to the king, but he was not satisfied with any of them. In their answers to the second question, some said that the people most necessary to the king were his counselors. Others said the priest. A few others chose the doctors, and yet others said that his soldiers were the most necessary. To the third question, some said science, others chose fighting, and yet others religious worship. As the answers to his questions were so different, the king was not satisfied and gave no reward. Instead, he decided to seek the advice of a certain hermit who was widely known for his wisdom. Which means the king was not satisfied with any of the answers that he got from the people, so he wanted to go to a hermit who was known for his wisdom. The hermit lived in a wood which he never left. He saw no one but simple people, and so the king put on ordinary clothes. Before he reached the hermit's hut, the king left his horse with his bodyguard and went alone. So the hermit lived in a wood, which means the hermit used to live in a forest. The king wore a simple clothes so that the hermit would meet him, because usually the hermit would not meet with the king and he would only meet with the common people. As the king came near the hermit's hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king and continued digging. The hermit was old and weak, and as he worked, he breathed heavily. The king went up to the hermit and said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer three questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Who are the people I need most? And what affairs are the most important? The hermit listened to the king but didn't speak. He went on digging. You're tired, said the king. Let me take the spade and work in your place. Thanks, said the hermit, giving the king his spade. Then he sat down on the ground. When the king had dug two beds, he stopped and repeated his questions. The hermit gave no answer but stood up, stretching out his hand for the spade and said, Now you rest and let me work. But the king didn't give him the spade and continued to dig. 1 hour passed, then another. The sun went down behind the trees, and at the last king struck the spade into the ground and said, I came to you, wise man, for an answer to my questions. If you can give me no answer, tell me so, and I will return home. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. So that was it in the first part. So the king was looking for the answer, and he sent messengers all across his kingdom to find the answers to all these three questions. And he got multiple responses to all the questions, but he wasn't satisfied with them. So he went looking for a hermit who lived in the wood. So when he went to the hermit, he said, I have come to you to get a answer to all the three questions, that what is the right time to begin something, what are the people I should take advice from, and what is the most important thing for me to do. So the hermit immediately asked him to join him in digging the bed that he was doing outside his hut, but didn't reply to his questions. So before we move on to the second part, we'll look at the questions here. Why did the king want to know answers to the three questions? As we have read, the king wanted to know the answers to the three questions because he believed that if he could know the answers of all these questions, he would never fail in any part of his life. So the second question is, messengers were sent throughout the kingdom for what? The fourth one is the right answer, to announce a reward for those who could answer the questions. So that was all for the first part. We will look at the second part in the next class. Thank you.